First, we will go to the wench. Got something for me? Yep, right here. Where did you say you got these from? No, I don't need to know. I think it's safe to say you found one of the only genuinely rare items so far. I can go into details with you, but let's just say these strands used to be someone's home. Someone you wouldn't want to have a midnight encounter with. At least that's what you're going to write on the plaque when you spray the strange giant cocoon. It is time to properly visit the cave. I don't have iron key for that still. I have the one with the fuzz. Over here, I think? No. Fuzzy charm key. It seems to lead on a hidden chamber. It's about time already. I've been waiting for ages. Hello? Well, don't just stand there with a smart look on your face. I'm famished. Are you the bird god? God, king, lord, emperor, pick your favorite. As long as you bring me something to eat at once. I am Vlad, and you shall not address me directly. You look a lot less scary than I thought. Oh, I'll turn to something scary, alright. Unless you get me something edible soon, I might just have to devour you. You have significantly fewer teeth than I thought. Quickly now, something red and delicious, something I can thoroughly sink my significantly fewer teeth in. So what will it be? The blood of a newborn? Don't be ridiculous. I think your lord will go for some beets. I trust you still grow those around here. Oh, rustic. Beet chips, nonetheless. Wait, there's rustic. I don't remember which one I needed for which doors. It seems to lead further into the darkness. Okay, let's go up first. How did this get all the way in here? Kind of pointy. An onyx tine needed to open these doors. Oh, silk. Thank you. Don't I have to... I don't remember. Luxurious mirror. And here we need the iron key. I have some beets, chips, so I guess potatoes. Snappy beet chips. Oh, herbs. We need herbs, not potatoes. And I need to gather some more as well. It's interesting, it shows me to go down there. But we know that's not true. Oh. Thank you. Have you brought me my beets? Yep, got them right here. Give it here. Oh, finally, something to appease the royal stomach. What's taking you so long anyway? I've been waiting here for what felt like ages. Is their ceremony ready? What? No, I don't even know who you are. Peasants. They keep me waiting all this time and they finally send over peasants. Listen, you and listen well. Your king shall not be treated this way. King who? King, God, whatever you see me as. I was quite happy in my own land, even without my special title. I could even say that the modest amenities there were better than these royal chambers. I think we have different definitions of royal, mister. I can't believe they sent such a simpleton after all this time. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's anything kingly about this place. It's a hole in the ground and an abandoned one. Abandoned? How dare you? These are clearly imperial grounds. You'd know noble blood if it executed you in the town square. Why have you been locked in the royal chambers for all this time? Because Because of the preparations, of course. It is by my endless grace that I allow you to hear this explanation. Only this once. I was chosen as next in line for the divine throne by my loyal followers. They came to my home and took me on my regal trip towards my new kingdom, post haste. It was quite a brutal journey, even by servant standard. For the good of the realm and my own protection, the guards brought me here to the Imperial Dark Cellar. Here I would await the ceremony preparations to be complete. I should be summoned for my coronation shortly. They do like to take the time. Can't believe I have to explain myself to provincial. I see. At least you are not the bloodthirsty bird god looking to hunt me for sport. How rude! That's what your weird little followers told me. If you mean the thrill of the gremlins smelling around the caves for a whiff of my roll behind, I carry no such entourage. And you can very much inform them that absent the coronation ceremony, I am to be left alone. I don't think there's gonna be one, Vlad. Oh, no? Why else would I be brought all this way, then? You're simply not well informed enough to grasp the intricacies of high-level diplomatic arrangements. I will be here awaiting my servants. If you are not intelligent enough to be one, then be gone from my sight. Pff, not real chambers for the churl. Maybe reconciling him or Sian will help them both. Seems they were both captured and put into cages. So, was there anything in there? Did you see him? I hate rubbing it to you fellas. There aren't any gods. Definitely not in any bird ones. I told you you'd be too scared to go. I went through the entire cave and I found your bird god. No, you didn't. You're still alive. I did, actually. His name is Vlad, and he has a considerably smaller amount of teeth than what I was told. But the feathers! Turns out parrots shed feathers, especially when forced into a tiny room. That's impossible! Oh, and he asks you don't go creeping on him anymore. He's got, other priorities. This doesn't make any sense. The vision in the dream said to look for it. Look for the bird god. I'm starting to think you all should skip late dinners before bed. Maybe it was just an imagination. I haven't dreamed it in a while. Yeah, me neither. Not since the night of the fire, after the bear died. So that settles it. The what? Yeah, the big fire. Were you born yesterday? What was it about the bear? There's no other bears in the valley except me and my mom. Yeah, there was. They died in the fire, we think. How do you not know about that? I don't know. It was a big deal. That doesn't usually happen. Who was the bear? Did you know them? How did it happen? Look, guy, you might thinking you unexpected relations elsewhere. We kind of have our own to deal with here. Yeah, besides, it's not just us you should be asking about bears around here. Our flavors is murderous, ruthless gods, and those aren't in anymore, apparently. Yeah, I'll find someone else to ask. Don't let us stop ya! I think I know just who we need to ask. Hello, dear. Are you alright? You seem a little off. Hey, Ma. Yeah, I'm okay. I've got something I need to ask you. Anything? Did something happen? No, I'm right. Do you know anything about another bear in the valley? Oh. I thought it was just the two of us. Of course it's just us, dear. Who else could it be? I don't remember a lot about the fire. I was so little. Hang, dear. I'm feeling a little cold in my fingers. Would you mind bringing your old mom a nice hot cup of tea? Oh, yeah, of course, Ma. Linden will do, if you could. It's called spicy linden tea. It's not great when you have to look through all the list for all the names. Well, did you make some tea? Yes, here, careful, it's hot. Just a little spicy. It's perfect. Just like you, my dear baby. Ma, do you know anything about another bear? He makes such great tea. You should open a tea shop. Oh, I don't even know what all the flowers look like. I just like how the water was. Hey! A bit too sweet, maybe. Ah, yes. Is there something you're not telling me? Ah, Hank, my dear boy. My dear, dear boy. I've always told you that your name came from the spirits, Hank. Well, in a way, it did. It was your brother who picked it. His name was Artie, and he was the best kid anyone could ask for. All those nonsense and myths about the gods, they're all stories to scare children. But I won't lie and say I didn't pray to them that evening. Oh, that night, the night of the fire, the universe was merciless. The sky felt so heavy. Even before the sun set, you could tell death was in the air. Artie was afraid the fire would spread and he left to save his friends. He never came back. All we found was his burned hat and torn clothes, pierced by these black stone needles. The fire went on for over a week. We ran and ran until we managed to escape here in this little corner of the woods. This is where we finally stopped to rest. It was just the two of us from then on, trying to survive. You, me, and the pain that kept us company for all these years. I shouldn't have let him go. I've never told another soul about this. I didn't know what to say. You don't have to say anything, Hank. I'm sorry I haven't told you after all this time. I was afraid. I thought that if you knew, it would make it real again. It would bring the pain back, and it would tempt death again somehow to come take you too. No, Ma, it won't. I wouldn't let it. I'm sorry I lied to you. I understand. It's okay. I'm just a little surprised, I guess. Artie loved you a lot. He was so strong, but also kind and caring. You were just as much. After that night, I didn't think I was going to make it, but you kept me afloat. You made me keep going. I'm sorry, Ma. You have nothing to be sorry about, my dear baby boy. You have an amazing and kind soul, which you always share with others. Always so carefully. I'd like you to have this. It somehow kept Artie close to me all these years. I think it's time he was by your side for a while. Thanks, Ma. Thanks for telling me. I love you, dear. Love you too, Ma. We have the time. Well, we know where to use it. Well, now the only things left is the Pineful and Winterberry quest. So I will put gas on Pineful, I think, and I'll deal with. I'll put him on Winterberry duty. Yeah, I'll put him on Winterberry duty. Where is he? I'm thinking this onyx tine is a quest item, but maybe, just maybe, we could use it already? I know where to use it. We can try. Hey, let's see. The tine was perfectly in place, completing the head of a dark stone stack. The path is cleared. Hi! I thought I told you to move. You've taken a great risk for coming here. I'm surprised you found your way in. What are you? Silence! You are to speak calmly when spoken to. This is not your parrot friend's cellar. I'm Aries and I do not respond to any inquiries, unless I am required to. Are you required to? Do not tempt fate. You are just as guilty as them for opening the way again. opening the way for who? For the people? I said silence! If you wish to ask a question, I'll grant you one answer. But it must be one. One question, one answer. So, what do you know about people? Humans are walking, talking plague upon the world. They are capable of creating means they do not comprehend. Means of creation and means of destruction. They are easily manipulated. They do not value their life around them unless it is to their benefit. They sometimes barely value their own. Their stupidity brought immeasurable destruction to this land, bringing suffering to themselves, but also all the animals. What about the animals? One question, one answer. And what about us? What do you know about animals? Animals are nothing if not less destructive humans. Animals do not seek to live beyond their means. Survival is both a noble and self-sustainable goal that animals do not seek to overstep. They are more sincere and less volatile than humans. That's why the god aspects keep their animal form, instead of appearing human. So gods are real? Are you a god? One question, one answer. What do you know about gods? Gods are simple to perceive but difficult to understand. We are aspects of the world, concentrated into a conscious form. We are not born. We are an accumulation of energies emitted by the universe. Every world is different and every universe radiates different energies that assemble different gods. I am one of them. In this universe, I am the god of disorder and fear. That checks out. This world has another four. What are they? One question, one answer. Think very careful about your next question. It could very well be your last. Which one of the gods looks like a bird? What? Is that your question? Yeah, that's the only one I saw in my dream. You saw Kai in your dreams? That is not possible. So it's Kai then. What are they god of? One question, one answer. Come on, I've asked like 20 questions already. Just give me a straight answer. Are you lying? I'll tell you if you tell me what's going on. Very well. In an ideal universe, humans would not have to exist. Yet they do, which proves just as far from ideal this one truly is. But in actuality, nothing is universal and neither are humans. Some are indeed born with capacities for more than just self-interest. Whether that can be considered good or bad depends on who you address the question to. In the same terms, neither are all animals strictly beneficial to the precise flow of nature. Some are innately built with destructive tendencies. In reality, no creature born from this order will ever adhere to one rigid set of structures. Either are capable of both good and bad, as it is governed by the gods, who are by their very nature the fruit of disorderly chaos. I, Eris, exist for disorder and the abundance of fear it innately carries. Vara nurtures regret and envy, both in ample reserve throughout this world. Erebus reflects both wisdom and skill, although not exactly in high demand as of late. Time perpetuates violence and apathy, forces that have no trouble thriving on their own, although suspiciously dormant for a while. And Kai, the oldest of us, who exists through the accumulation of order and light, both of which have been extremely dim in recent times. That is how the universe is governed, in harmony. Or perhaps how it should be. A disruption occurred in recent times. I do not know what it involved, but I know that it was strong. Humans enacted an amount of pain and destruction of overwhelming proportions. Kai has been absent since. I have been here trying to prevent another occurrence. Now speak, what did you see? I saw a dark figure with what looked like wings and very bright blue eyes. How could you see, Kai? We have been making great efforts to entice humans back into this valley. It's like you said, not all people are bad. Some are actually really nice, but some can really suck. Why would he appear to you? A lot of them just like to leave trash everywhere, though. Before the disruption, Kai reached out to me. They left me a relic. An onyx stone. A relic darker than the night. Oh, that's like the little needle I used to get in this place. What? One question, one answer. Tell me! Oh, geez, alright. The doorway had a picture of a stag and one of its little antler bits was missing. What did it look like? It looked just like that, a very dark but shiny. When I put it in, the door opened. I see. Then it is clear what I must do. You will take the onyx stone and you will use it to find Kai. What? How am I supposed to do that? That is as far as my knowledge reaches. You must reach that conclusion on your own. But you must do it, and it must be soon. I was just getting used to this place. Leave. Okay. Find someone who knows what this is. I don't need to, maybe. Wench of the Bog would know? I guess. Oh. Ah. Right. Okay. Do you know what this is? There's always something to do around the house. Okay, so you don't know what it is. Where is she? Oh, there you are. A tail is better than having none at all, but half a tail is worse than both. No, you don't know. Claire, maybe? We haven't really stumbled upon anyone spiritual. Can rush the dig? No. I don't know. Maybe Beanie, maybe Oliver, maybe some of the people. Oh wait, we have found someone who is religious. The wings. No? I might have to look it up. Maybe Beanie? I don't know who would know. Maybe these runes, but if I don't know what to do with it, then how would I know to use it here? Oliver is the only one left to ask. I see you, bud. Been good, eh? Hey, Oliver, you don't have anything in your toolbox that could handle something like this, right? Oh my, bud, that's quite the stone you've got there. I don't think any of my regular tools are gonna be of any use with that. But I do have something a little bit more heavyweight. Give it here. Maybe the old jeweler's key can cut through it. Or would you look at that? Went right through it like a butter knife. Through cheese? No, that's not it. Anyway, bud, there's this here kid's going to get you through the hardest stone you need. But I can't let you have it for nothing. I'm sorry, this really cost me an arm and a leg. You can get it from my shop if you find someplace you need to use it. I probably will. How much? I'll get to. Find a use for it. Oh. I do not remember any place where this could be used. Isn't there something destroyed here? But I don't know why it is not marked anywhere. Wait, what's that? Oh. Oh! A dangerous path lies ahead. Nothing's dangerous for me. Maybe a little bit. Oh. Hi there. Nice beardy. Thank you. I didn't do anything, I swear. You did. More than you know. I don't even know how to do that. Do not be alarmed. You are not in danger. Not any more than you were a minute ago. So I am in danger? In a sense. Life itself implies the presence of danger to its paramians. I am not the right bird to talk about these things. But you are the only one here. The only one that could ever be here. I'm only here because of the fox telling me to be. Oh, Harris. Well, more like yelling at me for no good reason, but still. A worthy counterpart, Eris. Oh, excuse me as I drew my breath for a moment. Thank you. What did you mean about Eris? Eris provided stability for the world while I was indisposed. Even though her methods are her own, it was enough to ground reality in my absence. Where were you? I was right here, unable to leave. I had been weakened and imprisoned over the course of years, until you found me. Before this, the world had been plunged into disarray. Not a simple chaos that thrives within its own disorder, that would eventually balance itself out. This was a complex cycle of cruelty and death, orchestrated by another god. Time, the embodiment of violence. He had found a way to lure humans into a false sense of power, permeated through his own potential. Humans are the perfect vessel to imbue with a deceiving dominance. And so the violence spread and Tyne grew stronger. As luck would have it, it was also humans that provided the opposing force required, leading to a boiling energy that eventually had no more space to accumulate, and as such, erupted. The night of the fire. Correct. Was that why it happened? Were you there? Did you see any bears? Did you see my brother? Gods don't usually resolve such a multitude of inquiries. Sorry, yeah, I know that. The conflict began after the sun had set. A clear night had fallen over the valley. The darkness settled over all the humans, animals, and nature in this corner of the world. The tension that had been building up over days and months and years was not visible, but perceptible. Without a moment of hesitation, the violence erupted. Brutality and rage exploded with savage momentum, engulfing everything in their path. Humans fighting each other, answering violence, with little regard for any of their surroundings. Invisible to the mortal eye, my confrontation with time had begun. A celestial skirmish that would determine more than just the outcome of the clash. It would define the shape of this world and its immediate future. If violence and pain would continue their reign, there would be little left to share between either humans, animals, or the gods. I did, however, catch a glimpse of someone else in that moment. Your brother was indeed present at the time of our conflict. His was a valiant effort to aid the victims of this wave of violence, but his outer shell proved too fragile to endure the brutality that ensued. Indeed, Pine struck with a force so powerful, almost nothing could confront it. In the aftermath of our clash, everything turned white, as if struck by lightning. Then dark, as if that had been the last sliver of light to ever exist. The battle had no clear winners, only unmistakable losers on all sides. I do not know what Tyne's fate was, but I do know he did fare slightly better than I had, if only just. I had collapsed here at the top of the hollow gate, too weak to rise. I know Tyne still had some residual strength, for it was he that imprisoned me in these onyx shackles. And to make sure I could not leave by any means, he locked me behind his dark sorcery, placing an onyx phone at the entrance as an unbreakable bond, the mirror of his youthful innocence. And so this is where I began my slumber, trying to recover what little power I could, until someone somehow could break the stone and break the curse. Until just now, when someone somehow did manage to break the stone and free me from my shackles. Please allow me another moment to draw my breath. What's gonna happen now? That is not ours to know, but only the universe. I have now been freed from an existence convicted to slumber, a fate I could never have avoided on my own. But hindsight is best left to die alone. You have done well, young bear. Better than would be expected of you. Better than most. I thank you. The skies have cleared. The burden of the dark is slowly lifting. The light is free to dance once more. I grieve for your brother's life, as I do all souls that are taken prematurely. But I am grateful for your heart, as it has achieved an ambition greater than its promise, and that does indeed fill my own with great purpose.